Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Dream and Manifest with Nancy. I'm Nancy Ebrahim, also known as High Priestess Nancy across all social platforms, an author, healer, manifestation coach, and your spiritual guide. This episode is one of so many that you've asked for: how to manifest love and healthy relationships. That's my specialty. I love this subject, so it might be one that is going to be longer than the usual. So let me ask you this question. Are you tired of always attracting emotionally unavailable partners? Or maybe you're in a relationship, but you find yourself constantly fighting, triggering each other, and wondering if it's ever going to feel peaceful and safe. Whether you're single, healing from a past relationship, or wanting to deepen the one you're in, this episode is for you. And we're not talking about quick fixes, right? We're talking about real aligned love, the kind that supports your soul and brings peace, not confusion. So let's begin with the truth. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you believe and who you are. I'm going to say it again. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you believe and who you are. So if deep down you believe you're unworthy of love, or that relationships have to be painful, or that people always hurt you, your energy will reflect that. And you're going to start attracting whatever you're believing in. So that's why we're beginning here, by identifying and healing the limiting beliefs, childhood wounds, and patterns you've been unconsciously repeating to yourself. For example, and I hope you have already your journal. I don't need to remind you, right, guys? Journal and pen. If you find yourself thinking, I never attract the right partner, I can't trust anyone, all men leave. I'm laughing because this is all what I hear about with my clients every single day. All women cheat. Love always ends in pain. I always fall for people who don't want me. Maybe I'm just meant to be alone. Maybe I'm not good enough for my person. Maybe I'm not worthy of that love that I see everywhere. Every time I open up, I get hurt. I have to work hard to be loved. No one would love me if they knew the real me. So it's time, guys, to shift your stories. Because when your beliefs changes, your energy changes, and so does what you attract. So these thoughts might feel like your truth, right? They're your truth right now, but they're not the truth. They're beliefs about that were shaped, by past pain or what you saw growing up. And the beautiful thing is, beliefs can be rewritten. So before you try to manifest love, before you start dating, before you even think about getting into a relationship or start arguing in one argument with your person, I highly recommend doing my releasing list exercise that I always recommend to my clients before I even meet them. So I talk about it more in episode 2. So if you missed it, go back to it. It's how to break patterns. But quickly, I will explain to you here. I guide my clients to create a releasing list, a space to write down every limiting belief, fear, or old story that no longer serves you. Then they either rip it off or burn it. Maybe they wait under the full moon to do so. I recommend to do it when the full moon is, and I think it's arriving soon. We're May 5th. Oh, and it is 5/5 portal also. I'll be talking about that too, if I don't forget. But definitely take that time, that space to write down your belief system. So that simple act, right, of writing it down. And you don't need to wait until the full moon, okay? It can be every single day. And I'm going to leave one podcast just for rituals and things like that. So that simple act of writing it down, seeing your thoughts in front of you, is so powerful. And I've done that when I wrote my book too, Are You on the Right Path? And How to Heal Yourself and Recreate Your Life. It's on Amazon. You can grab it. And I'll leave all my information below. But the minute where I realized that, oh my God, this is my belief system. Oh my God, this is what I think about myself. Oh my God. It's like, oh my God, it's like enlightenment. It's your aha moments. And when you start realizing what you're saying to yourself over and over again, I'm telling you guys, you are going to hold that key. See, I have a beautiful golden key here. You're going to hold the key to unlock everything you ever desire, because you can change your belief system. You can change it once you know what you are saying to yourself and what you are believing towards love. So, for example, because when you see it on paper, you might suddenly realize, wait, maybe some men can be trusted. That's not true that all men are cheater. Actually, not all women cheat. I've seen loyal, loving relationship. If that person can find a healthy, lasting love, why not me? This is where healing began. And from that healed space, real love can grow. When you begin to recognize what you've been carrying and you start realigning it, that's when healing begins. And once we release the old beliefs, we don't leave that space empty. We fill it with truth, with love, and with new energy. That's when we do the second list. I always teach my clients, and if you want the help to manifest love or manifest a specific person, you can always book a session with me. But that's what I do with my clients. On the second list, we write our affirmation list. And this is where we write new beliefs that counter the old ones. So whenever a negative thoughts comes up, you already have something loving and powerful to replace it with. For example, I'm not lovable. I am deeply worthy of love. I am lovable. I always attract cheaters. I attract loyal, honest, emotional, available partners who are ready to love me. And I go even further. I teach my clients to write it as if you already found that love, as if you already have that wonderful relationship with your partner, as if you're already in a peaceful relationship with your person if you're arguing a lot. So I help my clients to write it this way. I'm so happy that my partner is attentive, compassionate, and emotionally mature. I feel so safe, seen, and supported in my relationship. My partner chooses me every single day with love and devotion. I'm in the most peaceful, passionate relationship, full of joy, ease, and respect. Do you see where I'm going this way? And when you start repeating those affirmations every day, but you're going to say, Nancy, wait a minute, this is not the truth. Am I lying to myself? Am I faking it until I believe it? No. Because when you ask the new universe, when you ask God for something, for example, when you pray for God, let's say to get healthier, don't you believe that God is going to make you, like, help you to heal and get healthier? You don't pray and not believing that you're not going to be healthy, right? You're not just praying to just hope that maybe God is going to hear you out and heal you, right? You pray and you have to have that belief that God is hearing your prayers. So it's the same thing in manifestation. Manifesting is bringing into reality what you desire. And we're going further with God. God, I'm asking you that, but I know that you're already giving me my soulmate. I know you've already given me my abundance. I know I deserve that love. I know you don't want me to be alone. And that's when the magic starts beginning. because you start believing and you start telling the universe, you start telling God, my partner loves my soul and honors who I am. He's already with you in spirit. You just didn't meet yet. He's already with you. So why don't you believe that synchronicity will happen, signs will happen when you are aligned? Because divine timing can be really at play. So I hope that affirmation list has helped you. If you want more of help in that field, you can always book a session with me. Okay, so inner work. Okay, you have to heal also. Okay, it's good to write affirmations. It's good to learn all the techniques about manifestation, the 369. There's so many. Maybe that will be the next episode. I didn't know what I'm gonna do, but maybe I'm going to talk about many techniques that people use to manifest love, abundance, money. So it will be episode 4. So if you want to attract love, your heart has to be open, not guarded. That means healing, forgiving the past, releasing resentment. It means doing the deep emotional work, the kind most people avoid, but it's where the real transformation happens. I always guide my clients to start with inner child healing because your younger self, the one who felt abandoned, ignored, unloved, still lives inside of you. And they need to feel safe, seen, and loved by you before they can trust anyone else to show up. Most of my clients, their relationship with their dad was not ideal. You know, the dad left, maybe they came back. So there's a lot of abandonment issues. There's a lot of fear of, was I not good enough? Was I not worthy for my dad to stay with me? Was I not lovable? Was he not loving me enough to stay with me? So I get a lot of clients that are chasing because they feel that they need to work hard to have the love that they deserve. And all what you have to do, my lovely souls, is to receive, especially my feminine energy. There's no gender here. So let's do a simple but powerful exercise together. Close your eyes if you're not driving. Place your hand on your heart. Take a deep breath, and we're going to do a small healing session here with us, with each other. Now ask yourself, what did I need to hear as a child that I've never heard? Sorry, guys. Let me just drink water. Funny that my throat started itchy now. Say it softly. Say it until you believe it. Say it to yourself. You are so lovable, just as you are. You don't have to earn love. You already deserve it. I love you with all my heart. It wasn't because of you. It was my own issues. If a dad or mom, you deserve to be loved. You deserve to have someone with you to show you how much you are lovable. So this is how the shift begins. This is how you start opening your heart to healthy love. Keep saying all the things that you've wanted to hear from your parents. It can be from your ex-partner. It can be from the person that you want to manifest in your life. Even if you don't know that person, it can be someone specific that you already know. Healing isn't just about changing your thoughts or beliefs. It's about actually feeling the pain you've been carrying and finally letting it move through you. That's why I always say to people, when you write your releasing list, rip it off. Because the act of ripping it off, you're releasing. You're releasing anything that you don't no longer serves you. I remember crying for hours over the people who hurt me. I remember telling God, I could fill a river with my tears. When is it ever gonna stop? When is someone gonna stop hurting me? And I am emotional because it's hard. I've been there. And it's one after the other, until you realize until I realize why am I attracting those men that are not loving me unconditionally. There were moments I honestly didn't know if I'll make it through. Like I was telling God, I don't know why you want me to love that person. Because, I hear his voice. So he would tell me. And I understood one thing is that God wanted me to open my heart completely. And for that to happen, I had to love someone with all my heart. And when that person left me, I was left with myself. And God said, now I want you to love you the way you loved that person. And that was an aha moment for me. Because until then, I was married. I'll tell you later on, I'm divorced right now. I'm single. But I was married for 10 years. And even with that marriage, my heart was never completely open. I realized that when I fell in love with someone else afterwards. So it was really aha moment. So sometimes you're saying, why did I love this person? Or it's because God wants you to love yourself the same way. So stop for a second and think, am I loving myself the same way I love that person? Or am I loving someone more? I'm always loving them more than I love who I am and loving myself. So looking back, I know that I couldn't have done it alone. God's presence, his touch slowly lifted the grief off me. And he gave me the strength to forgive because could never be able to forgive without God's love for me and teaching me and helping me to forgive. For a human being, I think it's very hard to forgive someone who deeply hurt you. And there's different level of hurt, of course, right? And that's why I wrote a whole chapter about forgiveness in my book, Are You on the Right Path? You can grab it. I'll put the information below. But I think it's one of my longest chapter because God knew that it's very hard for people to forgive. And real forgiveness, right? The kind that comes after you've felt it all. And just the kind where you say the words and try to move on. Not the kind that you say, okay, I forgive you and you move on. No. And you have to feel it, the anger, the betrayal, the sadness, like going through the wave, right, of those emotions. And then move forward. And here's something people don't talk enough about. You can forgive someone and still feel the pain. You can forgive someone and still choose to never speak to them again. Forgiveness doesn't mean you're saying what they did was okay. This was really an aha moment for me too. It doesn't mean you're inviting them back into your life. It means you are choosing to release the burden, the heaviness from your heart. It means you're freeing your energy from the grip of the past. You're no longer carrying it. Because here is the reality. Someone can hurt you and disappear from your life. And then after what happens? You keep hurting yourself every time you don't forgive that person. Forgiving does not mean you're accepting what they did. It means you're releasing it from your energy because you no longer want to carry it. And you're freeing yourself. And when you free yourself, love will start coming in and real healing will start happening. So here are a few other powerful ways to support your heart healing. I'm going to give you a few things. Somatic healing. So things like EFT tapping, if you haven't heard about it, it's everywhere right now. I think is the trend. Like when you see people, tapping and saying some affirmations, right? Breath work, even conscious movement or dance, your body holds a lot of trauma. So letting it express what your words can't is often the key to release. So just shake it off your body, right? Another way of healing is journaling. I love journaling as an emotional release. Write letters. You can write letters to your exes. You can write letters to one of your parents. You can write letters to siblings, like anyone who you're angry at, or you just want to express yourself to. And you don't need half of the letters that I've done a long time ago. Ever since I was 25, I've been writing letters. The people never read it. But it's funny because one time I wrote a letter to my dad and never thought that, I've released, I forgive, I let go of my anger. I was able to have a beautiful relationship with him later on in life. And I realized that because I wrote the letter, some of the pieces of my letter I would tell him. Like God was allowing me to express myself, which was really even a better healing. And I would tell him, do you remember that moment when you did that or this? That really affected me, you hurt me. So it was really another kind of healing. But even if you don't have that chance, believe me, guys, when I say just write it, burn it, let it go, and don't carry it anymore. Because remember one thing, we are a ball of energy. If you see yourself as a ball of energy, and every anger, every frustration, every pain, everything that you're keeping in your energy, guess what? You're going to attract it. If you're keeping anger, frustration, resentment, belief system that no longer serves you, guess what? You're going to attract someone else with a different mask that will do the same thing until you learn your lesson, until you start healing, until you start releasing, until you start believing that you can have the love that you deserve, until you release the old belief system. So it's not because the universe is out to get you. It's because there's things that you need to realize about yourself. Because we are on earth to evolve. Our journey is evolvement, is growing, is becoming the best version of ourselves, like that beautiful diamond in the cover of my book. I don't have my book next to me. And the diamond, we all know that the diamond is only beautiful and shining under pressure. If you see yourself like that beautiful diamond and you embrace all those relationships, all those past hurt, you embrace and say, thank you. Thank you for hurting me. This is another level, okay, of spirituality. But thank you for hurting me. Thank you for even giving me some of your love. Thank you for allowing us to be together. Thank you for loving me the best way you could. Thank you for being part of my life. Thank you for leaving me. Thank you for all those lessons that I've learned, because without you, I would not be the person that I am today. You made me a stronger person, because with that pain, I alchemized it to become the best version of myself. With that pain, I transformed it into becoming that powerful woman and beautiful inside out that I believe I am. With that pain from my parents, from my siblings, from anyone, has made me who I am. So thank you. It's powerful, guys. Powerful. And I even have, I bought this heart in Peru when I went 2 years ago. And I was so drawn to it, right? And I think it was last year I had that aha moment. And I said, oh my God, every single person that I meet, when you hear all the time on the post, they're either a lesson or they're a blessing. Well, even if they're lessons, right? I don't know why. Suddenly I felt like some kind of smoke. That was weird. But even if they form, they give me, instead of pushing it away, right? Oh my God, I hate you, I resent you, I don't want to ever think about you. I send them love and light. And every time I do that, they are a piece of my heart. So think about it, okay? Your first boyfriend, first girlfriend, and then your parents, and your heart is forming slowly but surely until it becomes whole. And now you know who you are. Now you know how to navigate emotions. Now you are stronger. Now you understand your life journey and why you had to go through those. I think I went through a lot, but I didn't know at that time I was a healer. Now I know why God allowed me to have so much pain in my life. I can, like I tell you guys, I can feel a river of all my tears. But the last few years, I haven't cried as much. The first 5 years of my awakening, I cried a lot. So, in other words, right? So let's do some. Let's go back to journaling, okay? So I'm gonna give you some journaling prompt, and let's discover who you are. Start discovering who you are. What do I still need to forgive myself for? What does my ideal love feel like? Where did I first learn love had to be painful? So those are some prompts. I do recommend you to join my free manifesting group collective because I always announce new products that I created, and I do want to create one that has more prompts about journaling, about until you can buy my book, like I said, but I want to do like some worksheets, for you guys. So or email me if you want to be part of my subscription list. Okay, guided visualization. That's one of my favorite parts when I teach my clients how to manifest love or a specific person. So, or hypnotherapy. I hear it's very effective too, but I do visualization with my clients. So, yeah, because those are powerful techniques for subconscious healing. So picture your inner child in a safe, loving place, or imagine your healed self, already in the relationship you desire. So what I usually help my clients to do is to visualize their future person, right? As if it already happened, or like they're telling me, okay, this is what we did. So I'll give you some example right now. So if you're on the give me one example. Visualize. Okay, so visualize how they look at you. Close your eyes. Start closing your eyes. Start feeling that you're with them, even if you don't have a clear picture of them. Okay, and feel the way they make you feel. How are they looking into your eyes? How are they talking to you? And then you tell me, Nancy, I feel safe. I feel cherished. I feel chosen. Let yourself feel. I feel happy. I feel blessed. I feel the luckiest woman alive. And the more you visualize what you're doing together, it can be you're cooking, he's cooking for me. I mean, I am single, guys, so so this is what I visualize. Someone who likes to cook. Because if one day I don't feel like cooking, I would order factors or whatever. I'm not advertising any, but I would order ready meal, healthy ready meal. I do not cook anymore. I used to, but I would love to have a partner that cooks. Or we can just hire a chef, right? I imagine, in front of the beach, we have a beautiful mansion. I'll give you my example. I imagine my man a little bit taller than me, but not necessarily handsome, young, healthy, ambitious, loving, compassionate, who will support my dreams, who will understand who I am as a person and my purpose. Um, yeah, just loving, compassionate. And every morning I do that ritual. I close my eyes and I imagine him bringing me my coffee, or I bring him his coffee. I hope he's a coffee lover, but not necessarily. But I mean, anything. And you know what, guys? I'll tell you later, but I imagine my husband, like I'll give you an example later on how I attracted I was gonna say my first husband, because I think that I do intend to get married again. One last time. It would be my second marriage. Someone who's committed, someone who's Okay, so let's continue. So when you visualize, guys, visualize, and if you need help, really just book a session with me, okay? The more your body and mind believe this love is possible and is already in your life, the faster you align with it. Reiki and energy healing too is really important. So some of my clients have released years of emotional pain in just one session. That's the kind of deep work I do through chakra healing, which you can find on my website too. I am a healer too, so not just a manifestation coach. I always start with the heart chakra, right? Which is here. You know, when you feel a palpitation, it's because it's here. It's not where your heart is. It's in the chest. And chakras, you know, are they're center of all, they're energy centers, right? They're energy field. And when you activate one, you can activate all of them. So the heart chakra is the center of the 7 chakras. Those are main, but we have over 100 and something chakras. So, so I always, if you are interested in knowing how to heal your chakras, which God, yes, I'm Christian, but, and I remember I was laughing with God. I was like, cause you know, I talked to him like he's my friend, right? And I told him, God, you're teaching me now chakras because God taught me everything. And I'm like, are we gonna become Buddhist or what? He's like, no, Nancy, it's just a healing process, like any other kind of healing ways. And I kid you not, guys, chakra healing, the heart chakra has helped me so much. You know, when you hear, especially my spiritual community, when you hear, oh, I'm gonna cut the cord with my soulmate, I don't do rituals like that. I just say heal. Because the more you heal, the more you will attract someone who has healed and doesn't have as much trauma. Okay. So when your heart is closed or wounded, it blocks everything else. Your self-love, your ability to trust, to receive, and to connect. When your heart chakra is blocked, those are, you know, the symptoms, right? Guarded, or you're afraid to open up. You're numb, you're disconnected from others, still holding on to the past or betrayals, like love is painful or reachable, like you feel like it's so painful, you know, to give your heart again to someone else. When it's balanced, love flows freely. You feel peaceful, compassionate, safe, and deserving, not just of others' love, but of your own too. Now, let me be real with you, because this matters. Placing your hand on your heart and saying, let's do this together. I allow divine love to enter. I allow old pain to leave. This is a beautiful start. So if you're not able to, you know, book a session with me right now, just keep repeating those affirmations to start healing, right? Again, I allow divine love to enter. I allow old pain to leave. And set your intention and invite the light in. But if you're carrying deep grief, childhood wounds, or years of repeated heartbreak, that alone may not be enough. Okay, so I really suggest, I was a mess. So sometimes the pain is buried in the body too. Sometimes the belief system are so old they feel like your identity, it's your identity. And that's why I always recommend deeper healing, whether it's through me or another trusted healer. If you feel safe with me, I'll be honored to support you. I offer chakra healing sessions, and I've seen people shift after just one session. It's beautiful to see that transformation in people's life. And you can see so many reviews too. I'm trying to add more, but it's been so many years that I already have my reputation, but I will try to put some more, reviews. But if you're not ready or able to book a session, just start by saying those, I love myself unconditionally, I'm worthy of love. Those are a lot of heart chakra affirmation that I teach my clients. I am connected to the realm of love and light. I forgive myself, I forgive others. So things like that, you know. Another way of healing is mirror work. So it sounds simple, but so look into your eyes, go grab a mirror right now and say, I love you. You are worthy of love. Again, I love you, and say your name. I love you, Nancy. You are worthy of love. You have love in your life. Your soulmate is with you. Your true love is with you. He's compassionate. He's loving. I love you, Nancy. I love you, and say your name. And look into your eyes. If you can't even do that, then ask yourself, do you love yourself enough? Okay, another way is spiritual surrender. So if all this you're having trouble, right? Ask God to help you guys. Without God, I wouldn't be even here in front of you right now. So when you're, God, say that prayer, God, I don't know how to heal this. I don't know how to let go, but I'm willing. Help me. Help me to forgive this person. I remember when I found out something about my dad. He passed away 2 years ago. But, and I didn't see him ever since. Like, my relationship with God has always been strong. So I knew as a Christian person, even before I hear the voice of God, that I should forgive my dad and I should welcome him back to my home, even if he hurt us deeply. And I remember I opened my house to him and I went to the car. I said I couldn't stay in the same place. And I went in my car and I start crying behind the wheel. And I say, please, God, help me. Help me to forgive him. Help me to let go of the anger and frustration. Because I know that if I sin, you're going to forgive me. Help me to be like you and to forgive him. It was really hard, but it freed me. I was so happy after. I was so proud of myself. So if you can't release on your own, ask for my help. And if you want to do it on your own, just ask God to help you. I would read the Bible every day because I knew that I couldn't do it by myself. So if your heart still feels heavy, that's okay. Healing isn't linear, and love will never pass you by when you're doing this kind of inner work. As long as you do your best, God would always do the rest. I always say that to my kids. Okay, so yeah, I got emotional for a minute here, but I relived that moment. And why is it so important again to release all this negative energy? Because you want to attract true love. You want to attract someone who's going to be compassionate with you, like you are with others. Remember, you become you attract who you are. If you are judgmental, you're going to attract someone who judges you. If you're hard on yourself, you're going to attract someone who's going to be hard on you. If you don't forgive, you're going to attract someone who doesn't forgive, right? So learn all those things so you can attract. And I'm not saying you're going to attract someone perfect, but who'll be perfect for you. Okay. So here's the truth, another truth. You don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. Again. So if you want love, ask yourself, are you being love? Are you treating yourself like someone who is deeply lovable right now? Not just when you hit a goal or fix something. Every day, the way you speak to yourself, care for yourself, and show up tells the universe, this is what I'm available for. So let's flip the script from self-judgment to self-devotion. Make yourself feel seen, cherished, adored, and you'll start attracting people who reflect that same energy. So here's how it can look like. Start your mornings with love, not lack. Instead of waking up thinking about what's wrong or what needs fixing and what part of your body you don't like, women understand me in that, look in the mirror and say, you're doing amazing. I love you. I'm proud of you. Create rituals that treat you like someone worth loving. Take yourself out for coffee or solo date. I solo travel. I remember the first time I went for a restaurant by myself. Oh my God, I was so shy. I was so ashamed. I'm like, no one is with me. It's not because I couldn't invite someone with me, but God wanted to teach me. It's okay, Nancy, to have a date with yourself. It's okay to love yourself enough to just enjoy your presence. Now I travel by myself. Wow. Buy yourself flowers. Next Sunday is Mother's Day. If you don't get any flowers, buy it for you. You don't have to even wait. Give yourself that gift. If I had all the money in the world, I would have sent to each and every one of you guys a beautiful rose. So I'm sending it to you in spirit. Beautiful rose for you, for a beautiful soul. Please let me know below if you bought yourself flowers. Not because you're waiting for someone to do it, but because you deserve beauty now. Catch every negative thought and flip it. When you hear I'm not enough, pause and ask yourself, would I say this to someone I love? Actually, I'm more than enough. I'm growing. I'm worthy of love now, and I am loved. That's how you're going to start connecting the dots, and you're going to realize what you say to yourself. Write a love letter to yourself. Yes, really, pour your heart out. Tell yourself what makes you special, what you survived, and why you admire the person you're becoming. I'll give you an example. Dear me, I just want to say how proud I am of you. You've been through so much and still choose to believe in love, in hope, in new beginnings. I admire the way you keep showing up, even when your heart has been heavy, even when no one saw how hard it was. Your kindness is rare. Your strength is quiet but powerful. I love how deeply you care, how much light you carry, and how you never let pain turn you bitter. You are beautiful inside out, and I promise to always choose you, to speak to you with love, to honor your needs, and to remind you you are enough, exactly as you are. And you know what, guys? That inspired me. I want you to do it. And if you want, you can send it to me anonymously, email it to me. And I'm going to do like a Canva page and put all those little emails that you have done, all those little letters. Let's start something together. Let's start reminding each other what it means to choose ourselves first. What do you think? Let me know below in the comment. I would love, maybe that will motivate you to do it. And I read every single of my emails. It's nancyebrahim75@gmail.com. I'll put my information below. But it gave me that moment. I'm like, oh my God, maybe everyone should do the same thing. So send me your love letter, the one you write to yourself. I'll turn it into a beautiful Canva post and share it. Maybe on my post, or I'll share it on my website. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you believe you deserve. So if you say, I want love, then be love. Be kind to yourself. Speak to yourself gently. Say no to what doesn't feel good. Say yes to rest, beauty, boundaries, and joy. Surround yourself with people who reflect the love you're calling in. Let go of the ones that are not good for you. If you don't let go of the people that treat you badly, how are you going to make space for the ones that should treat you good? Let go of those ones. Don't try to change a person. Just change you for the better. Love begins with you. So set standard and stick to them, right? Self-worth means you don't tolerate breadcrumbs. If someone is inconsistent, unavailable, or disrespectful, you bless them, love them from far, and release them. Au revoir. Because you know your energy is sacred, and the right person won't need convincing. You don't need to convince anyone of how beautiful you are and how much love you have to give. You have to give, yeah. Surround yourself with reminders of your worth. Make a vision board, hang affirmations on your wall, or wear clothes that make you feel radiant. It's not about perfection, and it's not about brand names. It's about feeling good about yourself and taking care of yourself. Ask yourself daily, how can I honor myself today? Celebrate yourself like you would do your best friend. Notice when you show up brave, when you speak your truth, when you rest instead of overgive. Cheer yourself on. Clapping for yourself raises your vibration and makes you magnetic to people who clap for you too. I have created this wonderful community. Tomorrow, actually, we have our meeting of solar plexus chakra healing. If you want to join us, you're welcome. Well, it's going to be today. You're going to hear this message tomorrow on Tuesday. So it's on Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And if you want to be part of it, you're welcome to join us. I only ask for donation for this time. And where we cheer each other and we help each other and share with each other our goals and our dreams and heal. When you raise your self-worth, you raise your frequency. And when your frequency rises, so does the quality of the love you attract. Isn't that powerful? Okay, now it's good to visualize, it's good to release, it's good to write all your affirmations, right? And to change your belief system. Now we need to do some actions, right? Manifesting love isn't just about wishing or waiting and being hidden in those four walls. It's about becoming the version of who you already, as if you already have that love. The you who knows she's loved, chosen, and safe. So ask yourself, if I already had the love I desire, how would I move through my day? How would I dress? How would I speak to myself? What energy would I bring into a room? Will I take care of my body? Will I go to the gym so I can feel confident when he's with me? Will I eat healthier? Will I dress better? Will I have nice, I'm sorry guys, but I'm going to say nice underwears? You know, not grandma underwear? Sorry guys. I think this is God's channeling me now. That version of you, don't chase, magnetize. Be ready. Don't say, oh, I'm going to buy all those sexy things when I meet him. No, you already met him. So act like it. Be ready for it. Be ready for that person because he's coming in. That version of you, don't chase. She magnetizes. She's not over-explaining, providing her worth, or dimming her light. She's in her worth, and that changes everything. Here are some ways aligned action might look in your life. Saying no to anything that doesn't feel love. Letting go of breadcrumbs, like I said before. Releasing situationships. No settling for half-hearted energy. If you're not sure if you need to release them or not, you can always book a reading. I am a tarot reader too. Because saying no to what drains you makes you make space for what truly honors you. Creating space for love to land. Clear your home of old energy, relationship energy. Yes, even the hoodie. Anything that reminds you of your exes. Why are you keeping it? Let go. So you can make room for the new things of your new boyfriend, of your new fiance, of your new husband, right? Make room in your schedule for dates and self-connection. Practice saying yes to invitations that expand your life. Anyone that is asking you, let's go out, okay. Let's go hike, okay. Push yourself. I feel depressed, Nancy. I feel lonely. Rise your vibration. Focus on you. If your person was saying, let's go hike, would you say, no, I feel depressed, I feel lonely? No. You would go. So do it before you even meet him. You never know where you're going to meet that person. Updating your dating profile or stepping into your new energy. Not from desperation, but from a place of alignment. Do nice pictures. Post new photos when you feel radiant. Rewrite your bio with clarity and confidence. Join that new app or try something different, like a singles event or even just chatting in line at your favorite cafe. Being open to being seen. Sometimes love meets you when you're not looking, but you have to be open. Look up from your phone. I look at everyone and it feels like, because I'm old enough. And one day I just woke up and I was like, oh my God, everyone is on their phone. There's no more connection. There's no more eye contact. Everyone is holding a freaking phone. Put that phone away when you're in social gatherings. Look at your surroundings. We're not chasing, we're magnetizing, we're attracting. The magnetic energy of I'm ready, I'm powerful. When you go to a grocery shopping, there's a guy, he's French and he's on TikTok. He has like 1 million viewers. And he makes me laugh because he was saying one time, if you remember him, guys, write his name below. But he was saying, in America, everyone is in a jogging suit. Everyone looks like they're going to the gym. What is going on with this world? And it's true because in Canada, I'm French Canadian. I live in California now, but in Canada, we were all dressed up. It's the French culture. We were influenced by French culture. I come to California, everyone is with sweatpants and gym, and I'm not gonna say those brand names, but I'm like, where is the sexiness? Where is the dress and makeup and taking care of yourself? Why are we always looking like we're going to the gym every single day? I was like, how am I gonna wear like high heels or look good when everyone around me is wearing jogging suits and, you know, he made me really laugh because it changed the way I dress. Now I do the same thing, which is not good. So I'm gonna tell myself I'm gonna dress nicely when I go grocery shopping. You never know where you meet that person. So dress like the version of you who's already in love, not to impress others, but because you feel beautiful in your skin. Wear what makes you feel radiant, romantic, empowered. If the gym clothes makes you feel romantic, then go for it. I'm not gonna judge. But I know me, I need that sexiness. I need to wear something sexy, right? Ah. Okay, everyone saw what I'm wearing today. Take action that anchor your belief. Visualize holding hands with your person on your morning walk. Set the table for two. Like me, I always imagine my person we're walking on the beach. So I need to be on the beach. I'm in California. I should get my butt there and walk on the beach and imagine him next to me. Set the table for two. Yeah, it sounds crazy. But if you do those things, oh my God, make space in your closet. What if he stays over? Speak aloud. I am a match to healthy, lasting love. It's safe to receive. So aligned action is not about I don't know what I just wrote. Efforting? It's about embodying. It's saying to the universe, I'm ready, I'm available, I believe. When you start living as if love is already here, the universe will meet you halfway. When you start believing that God has a person for you, He's only waiting for you to open your heart to heal. And guess what? Your soulmate too is a reflection of who you are. So he's going to heal too. The more you postpone your healing, the more he's gonna, or maybe it's vice versa. Maybe he's gonna heal and it's gonna help you to heal. So it's benefiting everyone when you start healing and giving yourself that self-love. You force others to do so. Instead of focusing on the other, just focus on yourself. You can never control anyone but who you are and how you see things in your life. So when you start living as if love is already here, the universe will meet you halfway. That's how manifestation works. It's co-creation. We co-create with God, with the universe, with source, whatever you believe in. I believe in God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit. You show up, you open your heart, you move with faith. And I'm telling you guys, I'm going to tell you something personal. Let me just tell you and then I was going to tell you. Yeah, no, let me continue and then I'll tell you later. So God, signs from the universe, real stories, right? God and the universe are always guiding you, right? Signs will show up. Angel numbers, if you don't know what are angel numbers, you'll turn around, you see 111, you see 333, you see 444. Those are awakening signs, right? That you're waking up, that you're more aware of your environment, of your angels, of your spirit guides. That means it's getting closer. The love is getting closer. What you're asking for is coming closer. Your angels are protecting you, guiding you to the right path, that you are on the right path. So maybe a deep inner knowing or even a new person who makes you feel safe and seen. I've witnessed it with so many of my clients. A woman who healed her self-worth, took inspiring actions, and manifested love, secure, God-aligned partners. I've seen marriages, I've seen people reconciling, all this because my clients came crying to me. They come always crying. And then when they leave, they're so happy because they understand. They understand that the key of their happiness is within themselves, is not in their partner. And once they have that key, once they know how to heal, like everything I'm teaching you right now, once they know how to use it, oh my God, they can open any door they want. And then they open the door to love again. So let me share something personal. I remember being 29, still single. I didn't even want to meet anyone in Montreal. I was raised in Montreal, Canada, because I knew in my heart I was meant to live in California. So when I was finally ready, I told everyone, I'm ready. If you know anyone, let me know. And my aunt lived in California. So I asked her, I'm coming this summer to visit you. If you know anyone, let me know. And sure enough, I met my future husband. That was 13 years ago. We were married for 10 years, and while our path eventually separated, a journey I write about why we separated and God divorced us. That's another story, but because I could hear some of you, oh, God is not gonna want a divorce. No, that's not true. Okay, if someone did you wrong, God will allow you to divorce. Okay, there's a difference between religion and spirituality and what God truly wants. Anyway, so of course I don't regret it. I learned, I grew, I healed. Now I'm manifesting again, right? And I was gonna say something. I forgot what I wanted to say. Yeah. But now I'm ready again. I had to discover myself again those 10 years, right? I didn't know who I was. And I start healing and I talk about it on my episode 1, Awakening, right? I start healing and I start discovering all of my gifts, that I was a psychic, that I was a messenger of God, that I was a healer, a manifestation coach, and this is who I am. And now I'm a podcaster, right? I don't know if you can even say that. But my purpose is to help you to live your dream life. And for that, you do have to go through certain steps. So now I am manifesting my man, someone financially stable and emotional available, someone who wants to travel with me, who supports my dream, who sees me, all of me, and loves me for who I am. A man who's Christian, not necessarily going to church, but has a beautiful relationship with God. And by the way, if you're single, this is not a dating app, but if you're single, I am open for you to email me if you see yourself in that description. And I'm showing you guys by the proof. I'm doing the action right now. Please don't hesitate to reach out. I would love to get to know you. I believe God brings people together in divine timing, and maybe this moment is part of that plan. I'm going to be doing so many podcasts, so what's the chance, right, of you listening to me today? So I'm releasing it to God, and believing that the right man will come into my life at the right time. And I do remember when God divorced me 13 years ago. He's like, Nancy, I'm going to send you someone else. And I'm like, God. And I was like, when? And he would tell me soon. And I'm like, it's 13 years later and I still didn't find him. But so that's why I tell you guys, be patient. Okay. I'm not telling you you're going to wait for 13 years, but for me, and he always reminds me of Joseph and Moses. They're in my ancestral blood lineage. I know that because God told me. And yeah, they waited. David was running around, running from the king for what, 13 years? And Joseph was in prison and slavery for 13 years. Like, correct me if I don't have the right years, but I know it's about 13 years. Sometimes we think that, oh, David, yeah, became right hand of the Pharaoh. Joseph became right hand of the Pharaoh, like after 1 year of slavery. And no, it was 13 freaking years. So when you see those Bible people that lived like hell on earth, I'm like, okay, God, we passed the 13 now. Is it time now? Okay, let's go back to the closing. Okay, closing podcast. Before we wrap up, let's breathe together. Put your hand on your heart, close your eyes, and repeat after me. I am worthy of healthy, secure, soulful love. I choose to release all patterns that no longer serves me. I open my heart to love that aligns with my highest self. I'm becoming the woman who already has the love she desires. I radiate love, and love is drawn to me effortlessly. And as we close, remember this: you are not broken. You are blooming. Your past does not define your future. Your healing does. So release, let go of the beliefs that told you love wasn't safe. Heal your inner child. Speak to her with kindness. Choose to do the deeper inner work. And if you ever feel like you need extra support on your journey, I'm here for you. I'll leave all my information below. Feel free to reach out, book a session, or even just send me a message. You can buy my book. You have so many tools from me that you have no excuses. Let's finish with a final reminder from a scripture that has guided me through my own healing. Jeremiah 31:3. I have loved you with an everlasting love. I have drawn you with unfailing kindness. So this verse reminds you that God's love is eternal and unconditional. He draws you in with kindness, not judgment. Even when you felt unloved or broken, His love has never left you. It's from this place of divine love that true healing and soul-aligned relationship begins. You are so deeply loved. You are seen, and your love story is just beginning. I love you. God loves you. And I can't wait to witness the beauty that's on its way into your life. Please come back to that podcast when you've healed or when you learn something, or give me those 5 stars, whatever. Just give me those anything, any feedback you have. I love you guys. And if you want to collaborate with me, you are welcome. Email me. I'm free for any collaboration. If you have awakened, if you want to show me your story, if you want to tell me how you healed and how you attracted the love of your life, I would love to hear that. If you want to tell me how you were arguing and now because of that podcast, it has helped you, I would invite anyone that God tells me to invite. So feel free if you feel called to want to be part of that podcast. It's very easy, guys. Just email me. I love you guys. And I would like to, and if you would like to join my community or my email and all the products that I launch all the time, email me. Let me know that you want to be on the email list. I love you. Namaste. God bless you. And have a great week. Amen.